My name is Mami Fua. I am a Ghanaian. Les week-ends à Bakechi sont très intéressants.
Bonjour les chers spectateurs et bienvenue sur Enfrenched, My Journey with French. Moi, je m'appelle Madame Wilhemina Darkwah. Je suis l'animatrice et je suis fondatrice d'Achievers Success Hub. Et aujourd'hui, je suis ici avec Monsieur Jesse Lombal Barré. Okay, so my name, welcome everybody to our show Enfrenched, My Journey with French. My name is Madame Wilhemina Darkwah, and I'm the founder of Achievers Success Hub. If you've been following us, you know that Achievers Success Hub is all about promoting the French language and also trying to let us understand that there are so many opportunities with the French language. If you have been following this channel and have not yet subscribed, this is your time to do so. All right, so today I'm here with Monsieur Jesse Lombal Barré. I actually met him on a mission by the French Embassy to Benin. We went to represent Ghana at a Francophone conference, and it was fun. We were a member of a delegation of 5 people. I really enjoyed it, and I couldn't have expected a much better team. So when I thought of this, I said, no, I have to get my team members on board to come and talk about the French language. So here we are with Monsieur Jesse. He is a founder of Phanerosis Global Platform. Phanerosis Global Platform. I'll turn over to him. Je lui laisse la parole. Okay, so he's going to talk now, and then he will tell you everything that we need to know about him and Phanerosis. Bienvenue, monsieur.
Merci beaucoup, Wilhemina. It's a pleasure for me to be hosted here to this wonderful show that really encourages Ghanaians, or I'll look at it even beyond Ghana. I would say Anglophone. Why? Because it's online. So online doesn't have barriers. So to encourage, first of all, or mainly Ghanaians, and then also all English speakers to learn French. So my name is Jesse Lombal Barré, mostly known as Jesse Phanerosis. Okay, I'm the founder of Phanerosis Global Platform, which is a platform that builds bridges between Ghana and Francophone countries, or I would say among Anglophone and Francophone countries, for business synergies. Because I'm from Congo Brazzaville to be precise. I came to study in Ghana here after my secondary school. So I came to study tertiary here. I'm alumni from Zenith College. I studied ABE, which is Association of Business Executive. In fact, it's an external program that is run in Zenith College. So I studied business management. So after that, after my studies, after my postgraduate, I decided to become an entrepreneur. You know, Anglophone have that particularity of business. Everything here is about business. You know, then after that, I realized that for those of us coming from Central Africa, you know, Congo, Republic of Congo, Congo DRC, Gabon, Cameroon, Chad, Central Africa Republic, these are countries of Central Africa. I know some Ghanaians don't know culture. I mean, in terms of Africa in itself, most of them only know about Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo. That's all. No, there is also Central African countries. So I realized that it was very difficult for us coming from that part of Africa to receive or send goods home especially when you're a student, you want your parents to send you some stuffs, some parcels. So this is how I came with that idea of creating my first business, my first enterprise, which is called Koinonia Impex. I don't know if you can see from my screen at the back of it, you
Okay.
could see a logo. Okay? Yeah, Koinonia Impex is a freight forwarding agency that receive or send. In fact, it's a shipping agency. Let's make it like that for people to understand. So I connect Ghana with Francophone countries. Those of you who would like to send or receive stuff in any Francophone country that you want to, just contact me. You can contact Wilhemina at the end of this wonderful program, and then she will link us. I will help you send or receive goods. So this is one of the advantage of French to tackle it already. You know, being a Francophone, coming from a Francophone countries, a country, sorry, living in Ghana, surrounded or by only French-speaking country, I found a need, and as I'm speaking French, it was easy for me to establish that agency. And then also along the line, I realized that Ghanaian love business. Okay, everything is about business. As I said, even if you want to repair your phone has a problem, you ask you for 10 CDs to attempt to it. So there are businesses in Ghana that could also do well beyond Ghana, that could do well in Togo, that could do well in Burkina Faso, that could do well in Cote d'Ivoire. So Phanerosis Global is that platform that enables Ghanaian to represent their business beyond Ghana, and also Francophone who would like to penetrate Ghana. We can help also them to do that. So this is it about what I do, what I am, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you so much. Wow, this has been enlightening already. I've enjoyed it already. Actually,
Thank you.
before I met you, for us to go to the Francophone thing, I think there was you did something about a fair. Can you tell us about it? Do you organize some fairs or something like that? If you can tell us a little about that. What is it really about?
Yeah, so we've launched what is called the International Forum on Francophone Entrepreneurship and African SMEs in Ghana. Why Francophone entrepreneurship and SMEs in Ghana is because I realized that because of language barrier, Ghanaians have difficulty to understand the French market. So we had to launch the fair here, inviting Francophone businesses to do exhibition in Ghana in order to have that business culture to be established among Ghana and the French country. So we've been doing it yearly, whereby we also try to promote Ghana towards Francophone countries. So this platform or that fair we did is for businesses to connect, to really organize a B2B session or opportunity for businesses both coming from Anglophone and Francophone side to really connect. So it's a fair that we do yearly. It is an opportunity for Ghanaians that are already export business to propose their business to Francophone countries, to have partners, to have investors. It's the same for the Francophones that are already export. So it's a vice versa a business platform for business connectivity among Anglophone and Francophone. So if you have businesses you think that can go beyond Ghana, but because of language barrier, you find it difficult, that fair, that exhibition is an opportunity for you. So at the end of the program, just contact Wilhemina, and then she will link us together so that your business too can cross borders.
Yes.
That's the opportunity, that's the platform. Thank you.
I'm really happy because I recently I'm doing a course for women entrepreneurs, and then I meet people who are really looking forward to exporting. So if there's really this opportunity to export into the Francophone countries, I'm sure this fair would really help. So everybody
Yes.
watching me, if you are in that stage of your business where you want to go into the Francophone markets, but you are afraid because of the language barrier, you must be in touch with Monsieur Lombal. I love his name. Let me say it. Monsieur Lombal. And
Thank you.
yeah, so once you stay in touch with me, I'm definitely going to connect you to him. All right. So
Sure.
as I said, in 2024, that was last year, the French embassy stayed in touch, and I think they stayed in touch with me. Did you know I was going to go away to Benin with some other wonderful people? We went for a forum. Basically, what I noticed going there was that because it's a Francophone forum, people did not expect Ghanaians there. Right. So when we went, anybody who heard there are people from Ghana, I don't know if it's the first time Ghana was represented in that forum. I really don't. Is that the case? Is that why they were
I
saying?
can tell too.
Pardon?
It was also, I cannot tell because it was also my first time, you know.
Okay.
But it's that excitement of seeing Anglophone in a French environment. Yeah, that was the effect.
Excitement and surprise, kind of. And I was like, what really is happening? Is it that actually what I felt about that was that really the Francophones want to engage with us Ghanaians, but because we cannot speak their language, it pulls them back. That's actually what I felt. Because there were a lot of people who were asking for my card, a lot of people who were exchanging contacts and all of that. And I was wondering, okay, so why is it not all the any other country, but they are all trying to come to those of us who are from Ghana? It's like I felt like we are some strange beings who had appeared there, and everybody really wanted to get to know us and talk to us to really determine if we really understood the French language. And so I want you to talk a little bit about that. First of all, you did a presentation there about the French language, and I felt that this thing that you are talking about, these are not the people. Personally, I felt these are not the people who should hear what you are talking about. It's the Ghanaians who should hear it, because you were talking about, the theme of that forum was Le Français, pourquoi faire? What are we going to do with the French? And so Monsieur Barry here, he did a presentation on the importance of the French language for the Anglophone people. There, where we were, it was Francophone people. Today you are before Anglophone people. And I want you to say that thing again. We need to hear what you said there.
Okay, that was a year ago, so I've forgotten everything. I can recall all, but
About
be,
the importance of the French language, especially with regards to the economic aspects.
sure, 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 sure.
That was
Um, Before even coming to that strictly, you said that people were really excited to see people coming from Ghana and really wanted to engage with us. And you even said that you could feel that they really wanted to partner or really to engage with Ghana. I will take that opportunity to say that Francophone are very engaging people and open up. I've had the experience of being in South Africa as well. I've noticed something in Anglophone country, they are very conservative. I don't say it to offend anybody, but because we are talking about language and we want to really build some strong relationship. So it is very important for us to underline certain attitudes. So what I realized that Anglophones are more conservative. If you go to Aflao, the border between Ghana and Togo, you find Ghanaians who are unable to make a full correct sentence in French. Meanwhile, I bet you, if you go to any Francophone countries, you'll find at least 5 or 10 people attempting to speak English. So Anglophones are conservative. That is why when they see Anglophones or Ghanaian being among them, they're excited. They are joyful because it's not common to find Anglophones trying to speak French. And from my experience, every Ghanaian that I've met, all their French teachers were wicked. So what of us that studies also English in our countries? You see, yeah, all Ghanaians, all their French teachers were wicked and they're beating them. No, I think it's cultural. There are some cultural traits that Francophones have from France, and there are also cultural traits that Anglophones have from England. You see, when we talk about European Union, the Brexit, the British exited from it, so they don't mingle easily. They don't find the interest of being together. You understand the point I'm coming from, and it has affected all of us, whether the Francophone On the Anglophone, we have our traits. That is why Anglophones are resentful in learning, let's say, French. You ask a Ghanaian, where do you want to go? Let's say in Africa. You mentioned Nigeria. So before getting to Nigeria, you have to cross Togo and Benin before reaching Nigeria. But his mind is Anglophone, not Francophone. You get it? Or you mentioned Kenya to the east, it's too far. So he's not considering the neighboring country. I think that that conscious of building Africa, we should also yield to make an attempt, an effort to learn French. So at the program in Benin, it was about the central role today that French has. You know, because of a lot of political crisis, which is happening between France and Francophone speaking countries in Africa, French is being entreated. You are getting it. Is being entreated. So they feel that they should have that conversation with the African Francophone concerning the status of French nowadays. And French has a lot of advantage, but I was putting pressure on the fact that they should be more economically centered concerning French, because it has been a lot of political struggle, political issue, and you know the youths aspire more in the economic development of their country and also the future. As I was saying at the beginning, English has more the business tendency than French. That is why Anglophone prefer their English, because if English is about money, what I can get. But with the Francophone is too much of talking, too much of politics in it, and you can even realize that in Francophone country, the business environment is not that open like in Anglophone countries, because every corner, every area is being controlled and maintained by the politics. Meanwhile, in the Anglophone countries, is more into private, is more into persons, is more open up. Let me say it like that. So I was really emphasizing the fact that concerning the French, there should be a lot of openness in terms of business, a lot of openings, a lot of freedoms in terms of business, and the French must invest more in business than in politics or other stuffs that are not relevant to the youth. So that was where I was really emphasizing in Benin when we went, and they were really touched by that. And then they've admitted, yes, it's true, concerning French, the relationship with that language, with the Francophone countries, especially the youth. The expectation now is now towards the business. What France can invest in terms of business? What are the opportunities? What are the business opportunities that French can really offer to the youth nowadays? That's the main concern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this side, you have really touched on something. You have enlightened me, and I've also got something from the Francophone side. So I'll tackle the two. When you
Okay.
mentioned the fact that, actually, when we went for the program, I realized that most of the spoken word that were done there, it was more like there was a major attack on France and the French language. That is actually what I saw in most of the debates and the poetry that came up. And I was like, okay, I guess these guys, we are here for a problem, but these guys look like they're here for war. And so I really
Exactly.
understood it from the angle of the kind of resentment that some people in the Anglophone countries also have against the British. Like they feel that and the British and the English language. So that's actually how I saw it. Okay, they feel that
Yeah.
people are trying to use their language to still dominate us in this period. And I saw that's how the Francophone also, took it. But you spoke about the economic aspect. So I realized in your speech you were trying to say, like, let's forget about every other thing. Let's get the economic aspect of it. What about we forget this fight with French language and fight and look at it how we can benefit from it economically? And I sat there, I didn't know this aspect that you are bringing, but I sat there and I felt, okay, so the English people who keep telling the people in our Anglophone countries who keep saying that we have to like stop focusing on the international languages should be here to listen to this. Because for me, because I do a lot of promoting the French language, I have people, telling me, hey, you people, you're promoting other cultures, you're promoting this. And I said, no. Yes, I have to promote it because I'm looking at it from the economic aspect. But if you come and talk to me, I love my culture and I make sure that wherever I go, I display my culture and I can speak my language. So there's no way you can tell me that because I am learning an international language and I'm encouraging others to learn it, I don't love my culture or I don't love my people. So I was happy that you were trying to draw a line. That was the economic angle, and I felt it's the Anglophones who must hear that. I didn't know that on the Francophone aspect too, there was a problem. So that's one. And then the other one is a defense that I'm mounting for the Ghanaians. You said that every Ghanaian has had a wicked French teacher. Bro, it's true, eh? Uh, look, and when I started teaching French, it's something I've been touching on in my interviews. When I started teaching French, I understood it better. For some of us, we liked the French language. So if you ask me, I've never had a bad French teacher. But the others who did not like
Okay.
French, hey, they didn't have it
Yeah.
easy because teacher is really struggling to teach the students. And the teaching, at that time, we didn't have access to a lot of knowledge with regards to how it should be taught and the resources.
Yeah.
So it was really a struggle for the teacher. And, most of the teachers also were from Francophone countries. And like you are saying, the teachers from Francophone countries think that we are intentionally refusing to learn the French and we are intentionally stressing them out. They didn't know that we had a problem with the French language. You have learned English and you have learned French. Tell the truth. Which one is easier?
Okay. The truth is that English is easier. Okay, when you compare, English is easier. But as I was saying, that is not the excuse. Actually,
I'm
you
not
get
saying
it.
that honestly. I'm just saying that when they say that, encourage them. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. Just
Oh
encourage.
yeah, yeah,
I understand your pain, but let's walk away from your pain.
yeah. All right. No, I really encourage. In fact, of course, we need to encourage them because when the language is tough and people are making an effort and not an attempt, you need to encourage them. And I'm very impressed. Exactly, I'm very impressed, and I just say congratulations. Even the francophone, even those from France, they still struggle with their language. Yeah, yeah. But congratulations, you are doing so well.
I can tell you that they had a difficult French teacher. It's mainly because of this. The teachers were struggling to let the students understand exactly what they were teaching because of the language differences, and French is kind of complicated.
Okay,
So there was that
I
problem.
get it.
And then the fact that I've usually been given examples. For instance, say, comment ça va? Oh, ça va bien.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you've taught us that aller means to go. And you're using the verb aller, which means to go, to say I am fine. Okay, so sometimes you would ask somebody, an English person wants to ask how are you, and then you say the person should say comment vas-tu. No, the person wants to ask comment es-tu because être is to be. Je suis
I
bien.
see.
Je suis bien. Why are you telling me to say je vais bien? I hope you get me. Right. So some of this is just an angle that I'm picking. That a lot more
Yeah,
the age, for instance, en français vous dites j'ai 10 ans. Okay. Meanwhile, je means I have. But in English, we say I am 10 years. So some of the technicalities
exactly.
make it difficult for the teacher. If the teacher has not experienced both languages, breaking it down for the learner is a problem. So there is really that problem. But now, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of, we've learned a lot, and some of us are doing our best to make it as easy as it can. Resources have come into the system. So now that mistake does not hold. This is where I have to come in and say to
Yeah,
fellow Ghanaians that it's true that some of the teachers made it difficult. We are not doubting it. We saw it. We saw it. Just that some of us
mm,
didn't experience, but we didn't enjoy it. That's why we are doing our best to make it better for you now and for your children, right?
yeah,
Right now, that excuse does not hold any longer. And also, that is why I've met a lot of French people. They keep saying that The Anglophones are hostile. You were very careful with your words because you didn't want to say it that way. They say we are so proud of the English that we don't want to learn the French. We think we are superior to them. That is not it. That is not it. It's all about there is a real struggle. The French is difficult
Okay.
for the Ghanaian. So what I do usually when I start teaching people, I will let you know that French is difficult. Honestly, I
Okay.
from the start. Well, just like some of the doctors. I love doctors who, before they perform any procedure on you, they will tell you what to experience, what to expect before they started. They will tell you, okay, I'm going to inject you again. It's going to be painful, but you'll be fine. That is the process I like
Mm-hmm.
to go with. I will tell you that French is difficult, but I'm going to try my best to take it step by step and make it easy for you. That way, you know that you are going to meet the challenges, but the teacher is there to support you throughout. So there really is that problem, but guys, we have to go beyond that. Some of us are English people.
It's a very lovely language.
Pardon?
It's a very lovely language at the end.
I tell you, I have loved French since childhood. I always tell people that when I was young, although I didn't understand, that's actually how I came to, go into the French.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I didn't understand, whenever I heard people speaking French, if you send me somewhere and I hear people speaking French, I'll not come now. I'll not talk. I'll just stand there. I'll listen and I'll smile. I'll just be standing there smiling. And my uncle used to be in Ivory Coast, so whenever he called, he just wants to talk to me because he hears that I want to say some one words be in French, and I'll just say. Then he told my parents to get me a teacher. So at the time he came back, he personally went to look for a teacher, and then told my
Wow.
found somebody who can teach the French. My dad said, okay, then we'll let him teach all the children. So my dad was ready to pay for all of us to be to be taught. But my siblings didn't like it. They didn't take it.
Of course.
We were four. Yes, four. I'm the only one who took it serious. They teased the teacher.
Okay.
The teacher had to change even the location where we were learning. And
Wow.
yes, they were just worrying him. So when he realized that I'm so hungry for the language, he taught me things that were beyond me at that time. So he just
I
teaches like
see.
he teaches
I
me
see.
and quickly I pick it. So he was doing passage dictations. Like he'll read a whole passage to me.
Okay.
I'll write it. And that was in class 5. So
Wow. Amazing.
that kind of passage dictation was in France. Even at the university, we didn't do it. So that was when I realized, no, this guy really stretched me and he helped me because he
Yeah.
saw I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So he gave me everything
Yeah.
I needed. And then as he was teaching me, there was some of the difficult topics. As he was teaching me, I don't know. Like I personally, I believe in God, so I believe that it's the Holy Spirit. Like he will be teaching me
Mm-hmm.
something, and I'll just be getting ideas on how to make it easy. So I learned how to identify the masculine nouns and the feminine nouns on my own. I just
Wow.
studied the whole thing, and then I learned how to simplify conjugation on my own. So right from
Oh,
I never had anything less than 90% in French. I was like
wow.
always.
Excellent.
So when people talk
You are
about
the next
my
ambassador of Ghana to Cote d'Ivoire.
pardon,
You are the next ambassador of Ghana to Cote d'Ivoire. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it was calling you from infancy. So you should just follow your vocation. You're an ambassador.
that even made it much serious. At the university, one day I was feeling sick and I was just going to my room to my hall to sleep. Then I met somebody. The person was like, "Oh, what do you learn?" I said French, and then he started speaking French with me. We started talking and talking and talking. I forgot I was sick. It was when I got to my room that I remembered I was sick before. That was the,
That's the passion.
before the
The
alarm
passion.
sounded, right?
Wow, wow, wow,
Okay,
wow.
I realized, no, no, the thing is like it's been injected in my system. In the house, whenever like I was working, I'll just be alone in the house working. And my parents,
Mm.
my dad wasn't with us, but my mom was a trader, so she wouldn't be in the house. You hear me talking to myself, speaking. I said,
Oh,
I'll be speaking to myself or I'll be singing in French. Like I was was always speaking French to myself. So anybody who knew me just knew that I love French.
And that dream came true.
Sure,
You
really.
see?
So that's
Yeah.
actually what I appreciate about my parents. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I completed SS, a school right by our house, they were looking for a French teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Then my teacher, the one who came to teach me in the house, he recommended. I didn't go looking for a job. I didn't like. My dad was a banker. I didn't have to go looking for a job. I was just in the house, and then they said they are looking for somebody. The whole area had heard about me, so they all pointed to our house. Like, oh, there's a girl in this house. So I went, and then
Wow.
I taught them. Then in the university, when you get to the third year, you have to do a year abroad. So you either go to France or Benin.
Mm.
When you go to Benin, at that time, the government will fund everything. They will give you allowance. But when you go to France, that one is your parents' problem. So I remember I went
Okay.
to my dad. I looked at the fee for France, and I went to my dad's office and I told him I had always been saying from childhood that I want to go to France, learn French, and come back.
Of course.
So I told my dad, I went,
Mm.
when I saw the fees for France, I told my dad that I don't want to go. It's too expensive. So I want to go to Benin.
Yeah.
So that Benin, they will pay for, they will pay, allowance here and there.
Yeah.
He said something that I will forever remember. He said that anything that he buys for me or any property that he leaves for me, somebody can take it away from me. But what he puts in my brain, nobody can take
Mm-hmm.
it away from me. So he's going to sacrifice and let me go.
Wow.
So he had two cars at that
Can
time. He sold one of the cars. And then I'm sure they did a loan.
Wow.
I'm sure he got a loan to take me because there's no way like he could just
Maybe.
four children like so
Maybe.
he gave also the impression that hey, why is he treating her so? I mean, why is she the only one going abroad?
You see, of course, of course.
So all my expenses
Wow.
at that time, that's why I'm so happy with the work of campus funds and all of that. And I keep sharing opportunities like that because we didn't get the sponsorship, we didn't get work. So our
Mm-hmm.
parents really struggled. It was really tough being in France. But
Exactly.
so many opportunities. Campus fund is doing so many things. The French embassy is doing so many things. So it's like I'm living my dream through
Yeah.
seeing younger people being able to go to France, become a teaching assistant, you go and do this and come back. I wish it was,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm past that level. So when I see it, I just throw the opportunity to them. And that is what I want to keep telling people,
Exactly.
that you need. The opportunities are there, and you really need to access
Yeah.
these opportunities. Right? I'm interviewing you, and I'm
Oh, yeah.
myself.
It's the passion, it's your French passion that is making you talking like that with a lot of joy and excitement. And I think also for the parents that are watching us, from what you just shared, they should allow their kids. I think with this century, we learned that when you find or you have identified a passion in a kid or in your child, you should encourage it because these are indicators of his future. And then as your father, he encouraged you. He even sacrificed his car, not to sell your car, and other things, and even go for a loan. And then today that dream came true. So what you are talking, the vibes you have, the energy and the passion, I think the parents that are watching us, or also those who have that desire of French, maybe they are in an environment where they don't encourage them. They should know that all these things is an education to them to go far and to go for French language, to fully invest themselves. Because I remember even in that soiree of 14 July, there were volunteers, Ghanaians that went to France, and even they came back. They were very happy and excited on how it has opened doors for them. Even one lady won a business ticket to go and go and come back. I even told her that she should share that ticket with me.
To get a lot.
You see, so really don't refrain yourself from that voice, that passion that you have for France, for learning French. Don't hesitate. Don't let fear drive you or pull you down. I think you should go forward with the French language. There is always a purpose behind every passion behind every enthusiasm that we have. Is going to answer for something in the future. And here we are in your show. Who knew that this is going to happen in the future? And I'm sure you will help, and you have helped, and you are helping a lot of people that are going to make impact in their life and maybe in their family community with the French language. I'm very sure.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You just preached, or you are preaching. All right, so my last question, what people, I think I already mentioned that people say that these international languages are a threat to our local languages. So those who have those thoughts, what do you have to say to them? Are these the international languages, French, English, are they being used as colonial tools or neo-colonial tools against us, or um, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, so let's hear from you.
No, I don't think so. These international languages, or what we call official languages, is just to help us in the society. We are in an environment where you have to go to school, okay, and then you have to work. Some people have to run their own business. So because we come from different cultures and tribes, we need a common language to communicate. So the main advantage for these languages is for that, the purpose of communication, of communicating among people who comes from various cultures and tribes, but it doesn't really threaten our culture. And also your upbringing, the house you come from, the home you come from, really that dictates if you are really going out of the trajectory or not. So I don't think that learning French or English is a threat to our culture. No, I don't think so. It's just a way of communication, mean of communication. That's all. Because if I have to communicate with the president of France, which language am I going to use? You know, it's French, obviously. But that doesn't mean that I'm denying the fact that I'm an African. Kwame Nkrumah, he used to speak English. Who is more Pan-Africanist than Kwame Nkrumah here? I don't think so. I don't think so. So
I
it's
love
not
it.
a reason. Lumumba used to speak French. Who is more Pan-Africanist than Lumumba? Today, people are really appreciating the president of Burkina Faso. He speaks French. Who is more old than him? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's just a way of communication, a mean of communication.
Well,
Until Africa gets its own language,
pardon?
okay, until Africa come together and decide of one language, then we go all the way for that.
That's what I keep
So
saying.
for now,
Decide on one language.
let's use French, let's use English. Some speak Spanish, some speak Portuguese. For now, let's do with that.
Wow, wow, wow. You said everything, and you've made it even stronger than I usually say. Now I have more points to add. I have to add. Now I
We
can
have more.
I can
Yeah,
add. I can add.
yeah. Even Kwame Nkrumah went to Harvard. He studied economics. He has a PhD in economics.
Oh,
But who was more Pan-Africanist than him? I don't think so.
okay. So I
There
think
are a lot of books,
everything that we.
there are
Okay.
a lot of scientific books written by Lumumba in Russia, in universities in Russia, but it didn't prevent him of being one of the strongest voice concerning Pan-Africanism in Africa. So I don't think that argument stands.
That argument ends simple. All right.
No.
I think everything that we need to hear, we've said it, and our time is up. So, any words, any final words that you have to share with our viewers, our listeners, then we end this.
No, I think that especially for those who have the drive of learning the French language, parents who could see that there are opportunities ahead, please do not hesitate. Do not hesitate, because that is going to answer in the future. Embrace it, be open up. Yes, it's difficult. I mean, there's nothing easy in this life. So everything is difficult, but start your journey. I think I'm here to encourage you. And also, thank you so much for that avenue that you are providing for Ghanaians to learn French. They should take it very seriously, and you are really helping the community. So that my message. Don't hesitate. Come on board. Apprends à parler français. Ça te fera du bien. Il y aura beaucoup d'opportunités que tu vas rencontrer durant le parcours et nous t'attendons avec les bras ouverts. Thank you so much.
T'attendons avec les bras ouverts. We are waiting for you with open arms. So everybody who wants
Exactly.
Francophone speaking community, hey, Mr. Francophone speaking. Everybody who wants to be part of the Francophone team, Francophone everything. We are waiting for you, bras ouverts, with open arms. And my name again is Madame Wilhemina Darkwah. Thank you so much, Monsieur Jesse Lombale.
It's my pleasure.
Jesse Panerosas. It's been a wonderful interview. I've learned a lot and I'm really encouraged. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
And thank you, les téléspectateurs, all our viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in every time. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to follow Achiever Success Hub on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere that you see Achiever Success Hub or Françomonde. Please look for me, Madame Wilhemina Darkwah. Let's connect. If it's about French, you got the right plug. Merci tout le monde et à la prochaine. See you next time. Au revoir.